Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Whispering Galaxies by GDC. So this is our second galaxy puzzle in short memory. I think the other one was by GDC, but forgive me, I don't remember, but I assume it was. But we have slightly different rules today, so let's go over them. Well, actually, we have an additional rule. I think the other rules are the same. Anyway, let's just go over the rules as if we don't know them. All right, so we do have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. So in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have spiral galaxies in the grid. So first of all, let's ignore the diamonds and everything. Let's just go over what a galaxy is. So a galaxy could look like this, for example. The point is wherever the center of the galaxy is, which you can see is in between these four cells at this intersection, wherever that is, if you were to rotate the galaxy 180 degrees around that center, then it would occupy the same cells. So if we rotate this 180 degrees around that center, you end up here. This 180 degrees around the center ends up here, etc. So it would look the same. Something like this does not look the same because rotated 180, it would actually look like this. And that's not right. So the diamonds tell us where the center is. So for example, this is the center of these four cells. This is just the center of the single cell. This is the center between these two cells. And every cell is part of one and only one galaxy. And all the centers are given. So that should help us. So we cannot make the center of a galaxy anywhere but where a diamond is. And every cell needs to be in a galaxy and cannot be in more than one galaxy, so they don't overlap. All right. So because every cell is in a galaxy, these circled cells are in a galaxy. They're not necessarily the center. In fact, none of these are the center because there's no diamond in them. But whatever galaxy they end up in, the digit in the circle counts the number of cells in its galaxy. So for example, if I had, this is, what's a good example? Maybe this guy. So I could just draw this, right? This galaxy, the center is at a diamond. This circle is within this galaxy, and there are 3 cells in the galaxy, so this would be a 3. And let's just continue using this galaxy. So galaxies with a W clue in them are whisper galaxies. So if 2 cells within the same whisper galaxy share an edge, like these two and these two, their digits differ by 3 or more. So we could go 6 here and 2 here. That would be one way to do it. These differ by 4, these differ by 3. So that's true of the galaxies with a W in them. If there's no W in it, you can do whatever you want, including make it a whisper galaxy if you want, but probably won't work. We don't know. Anyway, that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, so I can start some galaxies. Let's call this the green galaxy. Let's call this the purple galaxy. Every diamond's in its own galaxy. We can call this the orange galaxy. We can, why did I include all 4 of these, by the way? It's because as soon as you include one, you need the 180 around it, and then you have to connect them up. So because this is the center of the galaxy, there's no way that we're going to connect these two together without grabbing both of these, because we'd have to grab at least one of them, which then 180 across grabs the other. So that's kind of my proof that happens. This galaxy we'll call red. This one we'll call yellow. This one we'll call blue. We'll just, here, I'll use purple for this one. That won't collide. Let's use green for this one. It's not going to reach there. This one we'll use orange. This one we'll use red. This one we'll use yellow. We'll use blue for this one. Okay, I've covered every center. Oh, maybe this red and this red might interfere. So let's change this to, you know what, we'll just use gray because I'll use the lighter gray. No, I'll use the darker gray because I don't know. I don't know what color is available. Anyway, red, not red. Yeah, it's next to a blue, a purple, an orange, a yellow. I guess I could use green, but anyway, I'm a little worried about this yellow too. I can always change colors if things collide. Okay, so you can almost visualize how a lot of this is going to finish, but we have to prove it. You can't just like guess. So where do we want to get started here? This cell needs to be in a galaxy. It's going to be green or purple. If it was green, we need to grab this for green. And if it's purple, we need to grab this for purple because we need the 180 symmetric around the center. don't know. Either way seems to work. This cell here can't be green because it's 180 are off the grid. It also can't be purple because it's 180 would be off the grid. And it can't be red because it's 180 would be off the grid. Could it be yellow? Yes, yellow could do this. Yeah, in fact, it has to be because it's not blue. Because blue, 180 would be there. That's already gray. So this can't be orange. Yeah, this has to be yellow. So we need to connect up to the yellow, and then we need to get the 180s. And of course, this yellow has to change. I can use green for this one. Okay. Now this is done. It can't grow any further. So it's 5 in size. It's also a whisper, meaning that these are a 1-2 pair. Because 1 and 2 are the only 2 digits that are at least 3 away from 5. Digits can't repeat in a... No, it doesn't say digits can't repeat in a galaxy. Okay. I thought I might have missed a rule. But no, I didn't. All right. So we can repeat the digits here. Let's see. So this cell could be orange. Or it could be red. Oh, this can't be red anymore. Right. Because if this was red, we need to grab this cell, which is now yellow. So this has to be orange. It's the only other choice. And that turns 180 there. So this can't be purple now because it's occupied by orange. So this has to be green. So green grabs both of those. Now green is done. It has 6 cells. There's an interesting property of these diamonds, which is if they're between 2 cells, then, or if they're between cells, then it's going to be even in size. And if they're on a cell, it's going to be odd in size. Because it starts even. In this case, it starts even. And every time you add a new cell, you add its 180 counterpart. So you're adding 2 at a time. This starts odd, and every time you add cells, you're adding 2 at a time, which preserves the oddness. So whatever it starts out as, it's that same parity in size. But anyway, this is a 6. This now can't be green, so it must be purple, which makes purple grab that one. So that's a 4 now. This can't grow, that's a 2. This has to be the green. All right, we've colored the whole grid. Any more circles to fill? This is a 4. Okay, we filled all the circles. We have a bunch of whispers. 4 can only go next to 1 in a whisper. Now this is going to be, if we add at least 3, this is going to be 4, 5, or 6. And then we have to go back down to 1, 2, or 3, but it can't be 1 or 2. So this has to be a 3. That makes that a 6. For the whisper stuff. 2 has to be next to a 5 or a 6. This can't be a 5, so it has to be a 6. All right. Any other whispers? This is fully a whisper. This is a whisper. So we can continue here. From a low digit, this has to go to a high digit. So this is going to be 4 or 6. Actually, it sees 5 and 6, so it has to be 4. And the 4 is next to 2 1s. Okay, so digits can repeat. That's a 2. I knew these didn't repeat because of the box. So now these 2 digits are a 3-6 pair. Okay, what do I know about that? This can't be a 3 because it's on a whisper. These share a whisper relation, and this can't be a 6. Remember, 3 can only be next to 6. So that's our 6, that's our 3. 6 is next to 1, 2, or 3, so this is 2. Oh, this can't be 3 or 1, so this has to be a 2. 2 is next to 5 or 6, not a 6, so that's 5. I don't know why I pointed to a different 6 every time. This has to be low, 2 and 3 are gone, so that's 1. Okay. This is, the 5 in this box goes here. This is our 4. This is 3. This is 2. All right, this is a whisper. So is this. All right, well, let's just do this one first. So this has to be high. So it's 5 or, it's not 4 or 6, so it's 5. This was also high, so it has to be a 6. That finishes with a 3 there. Now this is low, it has to be a 1. So this is just a 5 for the box. This is a 4 for the box. All right, this row just finishes with a 2. What are the last 2 digits here? 1, 2, we need 3 and 4. This has to be the 3, this is 4. This column finishes with a 2. Oh, this is a whisper as well. We have 1, 2, we need 3 and 6. We know the order, it's 3 and 6. I guess that W wasn't needed for my solve path. That's fine. Sometimes there's extra clues to make the puzzle more approachable with certain solve paths. We need the 1 here, and we need the 5 there. All right. Cool, neat puzzle, GDC. I don't know why I didn't. I think in the last spiral one, I didn't just immediately color all the diamonds. I feel like that helped a lot. It really showed all the restrictions and helped me get started. So I think if I were to resolve that last one, I would just immediately color every diamond. Cool. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.